17 teenage girls allegedly entered a pregnancy pact in Gloucester, Massachusetts. This after refusing the confidential birth control offered at the school's health center. So if the school offered contraception and the girls decided against using it, does that mean the school system is in any way to blame for this whole situation? Our next guest is the author of From Crayons to Condoms, The Ugly Truth About America's Public School System. Baldwin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Gotcha.
Now let me ask you about the situation, because there are a lot of people giving us a lot of information, but apparently the school knew some of these girls were showing up repeatedly for pregnancy tests. They say some of them we couldn't notify their parents because there were privacy issues. How does the school factor into this situation?
Well, this state in particular pushes a very aggressive sex ed curriculum that encourages sexual activity. We've seen now for decades public schools teach here's how to have sex safely kind of philosophy, and despite all the rhetoric about abstinence, we're not seeing much of abstinence taught in that state, and very few other states for that matter. And so I don't think we should be shocked to see this kind of activity go on.
And you mentioned some academic issues as well, the concepts of new math and other things that maybe are hurting Americans in the world stage. Tell us about that.
Well, in my book, I talk about cooperative learning, inventive spelling, new math, whole language, all kinds of bizarre fads that are really untried, untested, and yet our students are suffering as a result. Their international comparisons show American students near the bottom in the industrialized world, and it's particularly in math. And so we're seeing a lot of social engineering and experimentation on our students, which have little to do with transmitting knowledge to our students.
Do you think that parents are really aware of how tax dollars are being spent and what their kids are being taught? Is there a burden on them that they need to be more proactive about knowing what's going on at these schools?
Well, I think there are ways parents can be more involved. There are different committees you can volunteer to be on that select the textbook. Certainly, you can visit your classroom anytime and see what your teachers are passing out. And there's a lot of things parents can do to be proactive about being involved in your schools that many parents really are not doing.
All right, Crayons to Condoms is the book. Baldwin, thank you so much for your input today.
Thank you.
Very interesting book, a lot of interesting material in there as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.